Nottingham Forest are adamant that no deal is in place for Elliot Anderson, as sources confirm the club are actively encouraging a summer bidding war, with Manchester City and Manchester United both big admirers of their prized midfielder. As revealed by Team Talk back in December, Manchester City believe they are in pole position to land the England international. However, Forest are keen to ensure no club is given a clear run, as they look to maximise the fee for one of their most valuable assets. Manchester United are hoping that the arrival of a world-class midfielder this summer can propel them back to their former glory. The Red Devils have been starved of success in recent seasons, and are yet to win the league since Sir Alex Ferguson retired in 2013. Ineo's arrival has brought discipline and planning to the English Giants' recruitment, and they have taken a systematic approach to the transfer market. United invested heavily in the backline in the summer of 2024 and reinforced the attack and goalkeeping departments before the start of this campaign. Next on the Red Devils' agenda is the middle of the park, which will be significantly weakened by Casemiro's departure this summer. Manuel Ugarte, who was signed to eventually succeed the Brazilian, has been a disappointment so far and is expected to leave as well. United are eyeing Premier League proven candidates who can help dominate the midfield and also hit the ground running at the Theatre of Dreams. Recent reports have suggested that Nottingham Forest's Elliot Anderson has become a priority for them ahead of the summer. Anderson rose through the ranks at Newcastle United and left in 2024 to join Forest in a reported £35 million deal. Since arriving at the City ground, the Englishman has transformed into one of the best in his position in the Premier League. This season, Anderson has been a rare shining light for the West Bridgford club, who are battling for survival in the top tier of English football. The 23-year-old has registered the most successful short passes, 1,611, the fourth most successful long passes, 106, and the fourth most interceptions, 34, among Premier League midfielders. He has also won the most duels, 254, in the Premier League, highlighting his tremendous dominance in midfield. Anderson has registered 2 goals and 3 assists in 41 games across competitions this season, 37 of which have been starts. Recent reports have suggested that the Englishman prefers to join Manchester City instead of United. However, an update on the situation has now emerged that suggests the door may not be entirely closed at the moment. According to journalist Graham Bailey, Forest are hoping that Anderson can ignite a bidding war for his signature this summer. Speaking to Team Talk, Bailey said, "With Elliot Anderson, which one club benefits massively from multiple clubs being interested, Nottingham Forest. They don't want anyone to think that Manchester City have this tied down. They want a bidding war, and that is completely understandable. They want top of the market price. They want to be able to get a deal into 3 figures. Is Anderson worth £100 million? There is that age-old argument that nobody is, but in the current market, it is hard not to see him in that bracket. His stock is going up and up." The report, though, adds that United are aware that City are leading the race for his signature. There is also a belief that the player will ultimately end up at the Etihad this summer. A recent report from the People's Person states that United have not thrown in the towel yet, and are planning to hold talks with the player's entourage this summer. Anderson is just what the doctor ordered for the Red Devils, so they should do everything possible to beat City in this race. Manchester City and Manchester United both want to sign Elliot Anderson this summer, pitting the 2 Premier League giants against each other. It was reported yesterday in the Manchester Evening News that the Blues believe they have won the race, but United will keep fighting for a player that has caught the eye as one of the best midfielders in the league. Another player to stand out at the weekend was former City midfielder Shea Charles, who scored the winner for Southampton as they dumped Arsenal out of the FA Cup. Having started to think about a potential quadruple, Their fans are now all in on the Premier League and Champions League, after 2 defeats in a row in the domestic cup competitions. Charles has impressed after leaving City in 2023 for an initial £10.5 million, having made just one senior appearance for Pep Guardiola's side. There were also an extra £4.5 million that could be met in performance-related payments, and the 22-year-old has found his feet at St Mary's this season after spending last year on loan at Sheffield Wednesday. It is being claimed that United are one of a number of Premier League clubs interested in signing Charles in the summer. More than one midfielder is wanted this summer at Old Trafford, and their director of football Jason Wilcox joined Southampton when they signed Charles and a host of City Academy players. Should United or any other club take the plunge on Charles this summer, they will be indirectly giving millions to City. On top of the fees that the Blues have already banked for the Northern Ireland international, they inserted a sell-on clause that will give them 25% of any profit that Southampton make on Charles. A £25 million fee would mean City got £0.5 million, for instance. The biggest transfer battle in the summer window will be Forrest Anderson, as both clubs look to land a marquee signing. But whatever happens there, United could end up boosting City's balance sheet as they follow up their interest in Charles. Southampton beat fellow promotion hopefuls Wrexham on Tuesday night to improve their chances of a return to the Premier League and of finishing the season as one of the form teams ahead of the playoffs. A promotion could increase Southampton's chances of keeping Charles, although it would also increase his fee for any interested buyers.